That wind, coupled with our dry conditions, putting firefighters on high alert. They are increasing staffing starting today.
And 10 News anchor Mary McKenzie is live in El Cajon. And Mary, CAL FIRE has a message for everybody at home this morning, too.
And I think it's worth mentioning, Jason, that they approached us, came to us and said, you know, we really want to get the word out that a lot of folks may have this at the back of their minds in December, but it's important to talk about it now. So joining me is Captain John Hagee with CAL FIRE.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. We talked about yesterday, you were on the set with us, we talked about the conditions for evacuation that they faced in Northern California and your effort to try and avoid those circumstances here. Tell me how disorienting that can be for folks who have to get out in a hurry.
Yeah, that fire really kind of occurred at nighttime, so people went to bed not knowing what was going on. So they woke up to be evacuated. They woke up in extremely smoky conditions, and really, once you get into those smoking conditions, it's really difficult to navigate on a road that you potentially have driven every day. So you add that stress of trying to get out, it's very discerning for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. You also talked about how, you know, it's December, so a lot of folks are thinking about getting their Christmas tree and putting up their Christmas lights. They're not necessarily thinking about an evacuation plan, but you guys have your resources at the ready, additional resources. Let's talk about that, and then we'll also just quickly touch on what people can do at home as well. So what are those resources? You said you've changed things even this morning.
Even this morning, yeah. We're holding all of our personnel on duty to make sure that all of our equipment is staffed, all of our reserve equipment, all of our crews, all of our bulldozers, extra overhead. We're even getting our aircraft ready earlier in the morning than where they typically are. So if a fire were to break, we'll be able to get that aircraft up and ready to fight fire.
And lastly, so folks at home, those evacuation plans, I know you had some resources that you wanted to mention that people can use to, you know, essentially think about it now.
Yeah, they can go to readyforwildfire.org or readysandiego.org. And on readysandiego.org, you can register your cell phone for that reverse 911. That's a great resource, and that gets us to get you that information so you have time to evacuate.
So that you're not under those stressful situations. Hopefully you can, I mean, it's stressful regardless, but we don't need to add additional layers of that.
Yeah, we want people to be prepared. This is going to be a significant event. We don't want to have any of the tragedies that happen in Northern California. So as much as we can get the public informed, get them aware of what's going on, then they'll be prepared if a fire were to break out.
Excellent. Captain John Hagee with CAL FIRE, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Some great advice. We'll post all of those resources on Facebook and Twitter as well. For now, we're live in Rancho San Diego. Mary McKenzie, 10 News.